Daily Broadside Day 610. I watched a video wherein a father of two, whatever generation is currently in their teens to early 20s, Gen X, Millennial, whatever they are, Millennial X, whatever they're called, he gives them 4 minutes on a rotary phone to dial the number that he hands them. And these two idiots are sitting there trying to figure out how this phone. Now, I grew up on rotary phones. It wasn't until like the mid-'80s when we got push-button phones, which was a great revelation because you had speakerphone, you had redial buttons, you could program like the top 10 or 12 numbers to just push a button. So there was a lot of cool things that came out of that. So Ma Bell was nice to us in that sense. But a rotary phone is just a rotary phone. There's a receiver you pick up and put it at your face, and then there's a dial with numbers. I mean, it has the numbers on there. There's even a little metal thing that stops you from going any further. Like, how stupid do you have to be to not be able to figure this device out? I mean, it's not like Eli Whitney came back and handed them a cotton gin, or Gutenberg, shipped them a printing press. I imagine that you would need some semblance of an instruction manual to kind of get started on those devices. But we're talking about a rotary damn phone. They didn't even pick up the phone to get a dial tone. They're just swinging the numbers through with the phone on the hook, Morons. I don't know how kind of problem solving we got going on with this new generation, but when you look at that thing like it's an obelisk in 2001, and you're just baffled by its existence. I don't know where we're going in this country. And if you've got an autistic kid, and I'm not talking about one of these Munchausen by proxy parents that's got an autistic kid that's on the spectrum, but they're really just like socially awkward and a little weird and aloof. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like nonverbal. They need assistance, conducting their life, that kind of stuff. The straight up, OG autism, right? That's what I'm talking about. I think you need to get those kids in front of a pool table, parents of those kids, because there is so much to be had from pool. They're relegated to an area that they can just, absorb themselves into a world of math and computations and stuff that our brains can't do. I'm telling you, there's some great pool players out there, and I think probably a couple of them probably got autism, but just by the level of obsession that they give over stuff. I was watching one of these videos whereby some autistic kid was like, he had like a track through the house. He'd go through the kitchen, and then he'd go through the dining room and the living room. He'd just make this circle through the house. And he had done it so much on this little plastic scooter or whatever the hell he was riding, is that it had worn off like the shellac, the varnish, the hardwood stain, the whatever in the hardwood floors. Like there was a dark track around. I don't know how many times you got to make that circle, that lap or whatever, but put that kid on a pool table. I'm telling you, he'll figure it out. Their brains just do stuff that we just don't have the ripples up there for. It's pretty cool if you think about it. I was paddled twice when I was in school. I didn't learn my lesson the first time. And I'm a little torn because I feel like, my kids have never been in trouble for anything. But if someone paddled them, I would probably go to the school and have a large issue with that. But at the same time, kids need to be paddled. I think I would just be offended if it was mine. More so the fact that they needed to be paddled, not that the teacher paddled them, but because I would paddle them much worse than they got paddled at school once they got home. But still, I'm a little torn. It's kind of like people that, like, I believe in a free libertarian society. I think you should be able to just, if you don't want to mow your grass, grow it as high as you want. Make your yard look as crappy as you want. Park cars in it, whatever. Let everything grow over. Don't trim your vines rolling up your house. Don't clean your gutters. Just make your crap look crappy. It's your world. It's your house. You do what you want. But I'd be damned if I want to live next to you. You know what I mean? So and if you're not counting cards, you're not good at blackjack. There's just no other way to say it. I don't know what to tell you. So although it's probably not, well, it's not probably, it's a little frowned upon. It's the only way you're really going to win. So, but you got to be sly with it. You got to be cool. You got to stay cool with it and not let anybody know what you're doing, even though they really do know what you're doing. Y'all have a good one. Giddy.